Okay, I don't know why this does what it does, but every time I record a new one of these through QuickTime, it's weird. It starts recording before I ever hit the record button and always chops off the end. So this is actually take 3 on this one. One of these days, I will get this system down and get this figured out. But let's see if I can remember everything I've said. This morning started off to a fantastic start. I was finally able to hook up with the woman who was making my scarf to go with the hat that I bought from her. Take a Mr. Rogers moment and take off my shoes. Back in December, Angie and I were shopping at the Jingle Bell and Bishop Street Fair and came across her. She actually, the name of her business is The Kitchen Beautician, and she was whipping up right there on the street handmade lotions and bath salts and stuff like that. And I think she had soaps and all natural ingredients. It smelled good, but she also had this just off to the side a little collection of hand knitted, crocheted. I don't know what the hell the difference is. Anyway, she had hats. I needed a new hat, so I bought this new hat, which I actually happen to have right here because that's where I dropped it last night. Look how thick this thing is. It's a little goofy looking on me, but it works. And if you've ever been in downtown Dallas on a really cold, windy day, on any of the main thoroughfares, Elm, Commerce, Griffin, or not Griffin, but Elm, Commerce, Main, Ross, those streets that cut east-west through downtown, they turn into wind tunnels with the slightest breeze. They just whip everything up, and it gets even colder. So this thing is brilliant. This also, if you're new to the story, this hat kind of saved my skull a couple of weeks after I got it. God, not even that long. When I got fired, so I bought this hat like on the 5th. I got fired on the 11th. I wrote my friend Mark Bryan that Saturday to see if he had cast his new show yet. And so he said, no, I actually have a couple parts open. We're having more auditions on Monday. Come on out. Well, Monday was a really cold, icy day here in Dallas. And so I get off in downtown to go switch buses to get up to the audition space. Step right on a sheet of ice on top of a metal grate. I thought it was one of those that gave you access down, into a basement level of the building. But it turns out it wasn't. I finally looked at what I stepped on the other day, and it was the metal grating around a tree in the middle of the sidewalk in front of the Greyhound station, which is not actually a bus stop, but the driver was nice enough to let me off there because I had to go run to this convenience store to get some water and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so I step off the bus, and no sooner do I have both feet on the ground than both feet are off the ground. And I sat there and I watched my feet come up in front of me, and then I slammed straight down flat on my back. And then I bounced up. And then my head came down on the metal grating. And I swear to God, if I did not have this hat on, once again, thick and luscious, look at the hat. If I did not have that hat on, my skull probably would have been split open and bleeding all over the sidewalk. I don't think it would have been drastically, gravely injurious, but it even with the hat on, as hard as I came down, I could still feel the impact in my teeth an hour and a half later after a handful of Advil on my way to the audition. So I did this audition with this giant lump on the back of my head, and my teeth are floating, and I'm still in pain, and, God. Oh, the rest of that day. So I had this great audition. I find out after the audition, right then, that I've got the part of Shakespeare. And Mark Bryan and I went and had dinner at this little taco place that stays open late here in the hood, and he dropped me off, I guess it was about 11:30. I wasn't home more than 10 minutes, and the power went out. And it's like 26 degrees outside. Power didn't come back on until 4 o'clock in the morning, so I finally curl up in bed wearing sweats with 3 blankets and my big black leather trench coat that doesn't fit me anymore, but I call it the cowl because it damn near is about a cowl's worth of leather. And of course all the animals pile on top of me, who weren't fighting for once, because warmth was the bigger issue, I think, of the evening, instead of who gets to be the queen bitch kitty for the night. So that's the story of the hat. Well, kind of. So when I bought the hat, I asked her, it's like, well, how much would it be to get a matching scarf? She quoted me a price. I'm like, oh my god, that's fantastic. Gave her half down, and turns out she had to go buy more yarn to finish the scarf, because I wanted it to be at least 8 feet long, because I'm 6'2", and at 8 feet that gives me some pretty good length. So she got a little delayed, didn't get it finished as soon as she had, and we played phone tag. Then she went out of town for the holidays, and so I finally have it. What else was there? Oh, okay. So I got St. Patrick's Day posted yesterday. I might come up with 1 or 2 more designs. It just depends on what I get inspired to do. You have to pardon. My allergies are really acting up this morning. I'm trying hard not to sneeze. I'll get Valentine's Day done later today, which will just be a variation on the theme of the St. Patrick stuff. Really, really trying hard not to sneeze here. And I'm out of Kleenex. Shit. Okay. So as I say, Valentine's Day, I'll get that posted later today, and I think that is actually about it for Friday. So I hope you have a fantastic Friday. I hope you don't have to work too hard today, or laze around at home too hard today, or eat bonbons and watch Oprah too hard today. So go take on your Friday. Go start your weekend off to a fantastic start. And I suppose I will see some of you, if not all of you, sometime tomorrow. Have a fantastic weekend.